Hey guys, I know it's been a really long time since I've uploaded, but life has just been totally crazy and it's been hard for me to keep up, honestly. But today I'm gonna do a little chit chat, get ready with me. I'm basically just gonna answer some questions that you guys asked me on Instagram, or some things to talk about that you guys asked me on Instagram. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face and go through the first question. First question is, where have you been? This whole year, honestly, I've been kind of MIA, mostly because of work reasons. Trying to balance work and school, you know. I work from home, I do school from home. These past couple weeks, I had a back injury. I strained my back to the point where I couldn't even walk for a while. So today is like my first day really even sitting down somewhere that's not like a couch or in bed, and actually doing something kind of productive. A lot of pain, and I just have limited mobility. So the second question is, how's college? College is good. I'm about to start my final semester. I'm so excited. You guys don't even know how badly I'm ready to graduate and just like get my life started. Like, school's good. I got a 4.0 this semester, and I really wasn't expecting that because I'm not gonna lie, a couple of my classes were kind of challenging and I didn't think that I was gonna get an A, but in like I think 2 of my classes I didn't think I was gonna get an A, so I'm really happy about that. I feel like I was kind of sad about not getting to spend my senior year at school, like at Howard, but honestly, like I feel like low-key was kind of for the best because the opportunities that I've had here at home in Atlanta, not being at Howard, have been like so worth all of this. So the next question is maintaining a healthy relationship. Honestly, and this goes for any relationship, not just like romantic, you know, or it could be, you know, friendships, relationships with your family, whoever. But to me, in my personal opinion, the biggest key to maintaining a healthy relationship is honestly just like communication. Communication, like I feel like so many issues could be resolved if someone just said how they were feeling in that moment. And yeah, talking things out, because you know, we interpret things differently as people. We interpret things a certain way as individuals that somebody else may not interpret it, and nobody's gonna know how you are interpreting something if you're not saying it. So next question, as I go ahead and start to contour my face, is what inspires you? This is kind of a hard question. I feel like a lot of things around me inspire me. What probably inspires me the most is just, I guess, like the experiences that I have in life. I draw a lot of inspiration from the world around me. Other thing that probably inspires me a lot is music. I actually have like a really cool new series coming up that I'm probably gonna post on my media page and my Instagram, or maybe just my Instagram. I haven't quite decided yet. But if you guys know what synesthesia is, I experience synesthesia, and it's basically, you know, where your senses, I don't know how to explain this. With the series I'm doing, I'm painting, which is a visual, you know, like seeing, but I'm doing it based on what I hear and painting what I hear. So a lot of times sounds really inspire me. Music really inspires me. What's the best advice you've been given? That's really a hard one. The best advice I've been given. I guess while we transition, I will go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go in with the Nudes of New York and just take Voyager and Globetrotter and just kind of work that into my crease to give my eyes a little bit of definition. But the best advice I've been given, honestly, is probably just like being myself. I feel like that's the best advice anybody can give you, because you know yourself better than anyone does, you know? Like, you are the creator of your own reality. So I think probably just be yourself. The more that I've, I guess, tuned into who I am, the more successful and the more content I've become with my life and in my life. So there are no rules, honestly. Like, there are really no rules to what you can do, what you can achieve, what you can go after, what you can accomplish. Like, just do you. Bake. I'm gonna go ahead and bake. So next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So I'm 21 now. So 5 years from now, I'll be 26. I kind of want to start a family young, on the younger side. I don't know, starting a family is something that I've always wanted to do. Like, I've always wanted to be a mom. That's like one of my goals in life. Maybe directing my first ever feature film. It's kind of crazy because it's like 5 years ago, where I would see myself in 5 years would probably be so different, you know? 16 years old. So it's like, at 16 years old, I don't know where I would have seen myself at 21. I think that I've surpassed my expectations, which is like kind of crazy. If we didn't have to conform and work in this society, what would your life look like? And honestly, I feel like it would look still pretty similar to where I see it going, and pretty similar to like where it is now. I am someone who, like, I don't want to say I refuse to conform, but I'm someone who doesn't necessarily want to conform to the standard. Because I'm studying what I love, and because I'm going to be going into working with what I love and like what I'm passionate about and what I feel like I've always been passionate about since I could like talk and walk, I really don't think it would be that much different. Maybe the only difference would be like I would probably travel a lot more. I feel like really, like, if I had it my way, my life would probably be me traveling and documenting different cultures around the world. But that's something that I know that I could still do and sustain myself. You know, I'm a good big saver. I always try to save money to where I don't have to work for months and I can do things as I please. So next question is, did 2020 do you more harm than good? And honestly, no. And I feel like that it's very privileged for me to say that, and that's something that I do recognize, so don't try and, you know, come for me about that. 2020, honestly, like, and I try to be optimistic. I try to be optimistic about, you know, these things. Really quickly, I'm just gonna use the cheek heat for my blush. 2020 for me personally did me more good than harm, and I think that this was something that I really needed. Prior to coming home and leaving school and everything, I was not very much in a good place or a good situation. I was very naive. I feel like I kind of lost myself at Howard. I feel like I definitely have found more of myself since I'm home. I've really, you know, gotten to spend more time being myself and doing what I love and not worrying about other people and what other people think and what other people expect from me, you know? Very blessed and thankful to be healthy, to have a roof over my head, to have a steady income, to still be in school, and to be surrounded by people who love and care about me. I definitely feel like I needed to be home, you know? I also needed that time of quarantine where, you know, you weren't really seeing anybody. I needed that. I needed time to really self-reflect and think about the person that I was and the person that I wanted to be and the person that I had been. So next question is, one goal you have for 2021? One goal I have for 2021 is to be consistent in everything that I do. This goal is to journal, and I feel like that sounds really weird, and I'm a journaler. Like, one of my journals I've had since I was 7 years old, but I don't know, like in the past like couple years. Next, mental health check-in. Thank you for checking in on wanting to check in on my mental health. My mental health is great, honestly. Of course, there are some areas that need a little bit of improvement, but that's, you know, that's how it is for everyone. You know, I can't be not perfect. You know, I'm not always in this perfect state of well-being, but I think I'm pretty close. My mental health is really good. I really have been taking a lot of time for self-care and self-reflection, and that's helped me a lot. And also allowing myself to feel sad and allowing myself to be upset and angry for a period of time and understanding why I'm upset and I'm angry. Talk about photography. Photography, I've definitely been spending more time working on my craft, but photography is definitely some work. I feel like a lot of people pick up a camera and they just like think that just because they have a good quality camera that these pictures are going to turn out amazing, but there's so much more that goes into it. And the more that I'm understanding light and texture and shadows and color and color theory, the more I incorporate those things into my photography, the better my photos have been becoming. Black and white photography is something that I've always loved, but it's not my favorite because I do love color. But starting with black and white really trains your eye to understanding the way lights and shadows work, which I feel like is probably the most important part of photography. Photography from a standpoint of like fine arts, if that makes sense. So like trying to create patterns and trying to create movement and trying to create something abstract has also helped me like come up with better photos and better concepts for photos. I'm gonna use a little bit of highlighter. You guys know how your makeup just seems so much better after it just like kind of sets in. Oops. So last couple things I'm gonna do is eyeliner, lashes, and fix my edges and my eyebrows. Answer these last two questions. So the next question is, how's your boyfriend? And he's good. So maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, called Why I Don't Date Outside My Race. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do a video where he reacts to that because I feel like that'd be kind of funny. Oops. I feel like that would be kind of funny because, you know, he's Cambodian. So yeah, clearly I was a little bit capping, but yeah, yeah, he's good. He's like probably the happiest person I know. Perfecto. What do you plan on doing differently this upcoming year? For one, the consistency thing that I already kind of touched on earlier. Doing differently. For one, definitely not doubting myself. Something that I do a lot is doubt myself and my abilities and allow other people to doubt myself and my abilities. And that is something that is not good. Definitely a person that I'm an anxious person, so I can get very nervous at times in certain settings and not like really speak up for myself and how I truly feel, and kind of let, you know, other people, I guess, not necessarily speak for me, but just kind of like speak against what I'm thinking, if that makes sense, and then not say anything about it. But this year I definitely want to, like, you know, stand up for myself more, because I know what I'm capable of, and I know that I'm capable of even more than I think I'm capable of. Someone in the digital work, so like doing video and photo specifically, it's a male-dominated industry. Graphic design is a male-dominated industry. Honestly, majority of these industries are male-dominated industries. And ageism is also a big thing. So somebody might think just because I'm 21, like I'm not capable of doing something because I'm 21 and I haven't had the experience. But it's just like, I'm trying to gain more experience, and that's okay. Photography and videography is a medium that's largely based on equipment and using other equipment. And, you know, that equipment is expensive. Photography, honestly, being an artist in general is expensive, but especially like photography and videography is expensive. Like my camera, like I got a good deal, but like thousands of dollars. Cameras, lenses, like my gimbal was $400. My lighting equipment is like 50 here, 100 here, 60 here, 50 here, 100 here. Like that all adds up. So in total, the equipment that I have, I don't even have that much equipment. I just have like the basic needs that I need. That was a lot of money that came out of my pocket, and I'm still a student. You know, I'm not working full time yet. So the money that I do get and the money that I get from, you know, like doing different video jobs and like other freelance jobs, that money pretty much goes back into me purchasing more equipment. So a lot of times, you know, it kind of bothers me because it's like, okay, I might not have the best equipment in the world, but with the equipment I have, I can create some pretty like fire stuff. And it's like a lot of times people assume that because somebody has like, I guess, more access to equipment or more money, that they are more talented. And there's a difference to me. And I'm totally going off tangent of the question, but like it flows. It makes sense. What was I saying? But yeah, when when somebody has a lot of like really good equipment, that's great, you know, like, but great equipment doesn't necessarily make for great content production, or like a great like art. It doesn't make for the artistry part of video and photo. All right, so here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content, and also click the notification bell. You can't just subscribe anymore. You have to click the notification bell if you actually want to be notified every time I upload a video. Stay you and stay magnificent. Bye.